Hello everyone, it's Friday Sews. It's actually Friday Sews on a Saturday because today is January 23rd. There was just some things going on in our personal life that prevented me from sewing and from filming until today. Welcome, I'm Sharon. That statement that I didn't get any sewing done this week isn't quite true because I did do a tiny little bit of sewing at the early part of the week. Now, before I get started, let me tell you what I'm wearing. I'm dressed in workout clothes because I'm hoping if I dress it, I will actually force myself to start getting back into a workout routine. For those of you that don't know, I actually used to teach fitness on a part-time basis. I taught Zumba Gold, Zumba Toning, Zumba, and Pound Fitness, which if you've never checked out Pound Fitness, so much fun and your glutes will thank you. When things shut down, it's been about a year ago now, our gym shut down, as I think all of them did around the country. And I just didn't get motivated enough to join those Zoom classes and work out at home. And honestly, we don't have that big of a home, so we don't have room for exercise equipment. And it can be challenging for me to find a place to work out while my husband is working at home. So I just really let it kind of slide. But it's been almost a year. I miss it. I really need to get back into a routine. All that to tell you that I'm wearing a cute little cardigan that I sewed myself. It is from the So Beautiful book. This one is the Carlsbad Cardi, and it is so easy to sew. It's a knit cardi, longer in the front than the back. It is one of the patterns from this book that I did test for the designer. I said 3 of them during the test period because they're so darn easy to sew. If you haven't checked out this book yet, I would recommend that you check it out and see what patterns are included. It might be something that you're interested in. I have a link to the US Amazon store in the description below. Last week, I had shared that I was almost done sewing this blouse. It's done. It's on the Minerva website. I've blogged about it. I'm not gonna say I love it because I say I love it all the time with everything I sew, don't I? But here's the deal. If you don't love what you're sewing, why are you sewing it? That's my personal philosophy. So I would just say that I really like it. Just as a reminder, it was Vogue 9347. As you can tell from the pattern envelope drawing, it looks like a coat. It looks like a jacket. And I bought the pattern thinking it was a jacket. But it says it's a top. Even though this flowy blouse-like fabric was not a recommended fabric, I thought I would try it, see what I think. I'm very pleased with that, very pleased. I don't wear the collar up. I did use a very lightweight interfacing just for the buttonholes and the collar. I did 2 layers of the lightweight interfacing in the collar, thinking that I would wear the collar up. Once I had it on, I realized that I liked it down because it opens up my neckline and I think it frames my face. I like it. I almost said I love it. I'm not gonna do that. I like it. I think it's gonna get a lot of wear this spring and summer. Just goes to show you don't always have to go by the fabric recommendations that are provided by the pattern company. Go ahead and experiment and see what happens. I will link to my Minerva blog post below, which also has a link to this lovely fabric, which is still available on their website. By the way, this dress on my dress form, this is not something I sewed this week. This is from the July 2018 BurdaStyle magazine, and it is a tunic dress number, I don't have my glasses on. I think it says 110. I'll put that in the description below and a picture of this above. This I had tucked away in my fabrics, in my blue fabrics. I was looking for a piece of blue fabric because when I sewed this 2 years ago, I didn't like how it looked and I was gonna cut it apart and reuse the fabric because I really like the fabric. It's a fairly beefy, silky blouse type fabric. And I think it was just a little bit too heavy for the style of this dress, which really needed something that flowed a little more. I'm gonna tell you, I did put it on when I pulled it out of my fabric bin. And now I'm not sure I might end up wearing it. I've mentioned before that I live about an hour away from the nearest Joann Fabrics. With all the appointments we had, I was near a Joann Fabrics, so I popped in really quick because I wanted thread. They had buy 3, get 2. I was running low on white and black thread. So I picked up 5 of this size thread. And I didn't even realize these are $10 each. So obviously getting 2 free helps, but I didn't know they had gotten so expensive. I guess it's been a while since I bought thread. So I'm set for quite a while now. I may check out, is it Waywalk? I may check out Waywalk and see what the pricing is for this size of thread, see if I can get a better deal. While I was there, I noticed that they had Vogue Patterns on sale. Now, I had just purchased a number of Vogue Patterns online when McCall's had their January 1st sale, and I shared those with you in last week's video. But I did buy one when I was at Joann's. I purchased this one, $17.44, just for a great big shirt. I know it's not very attractive looking, is it? I may have to work on the proportions of this one because I'm definitely not as tall as this model, but I love the big shirt. Big shirts are a trend this spring, and I like the comfort of them. I like the ease. I like anything I can throw a pair of leggings on or skinny jeans. Now, the reason I bought this pattern is because of this fabric. This is from Minerva.com, and I was gifted this fabric. When I received it, I realized I hadn't looked at the description that closely, and it was sheer than I had expected, which meant it wasn't going to work for the dress that I wanted to sew. I didn't want to line the dress. So I really thought about it for a while, and yes, it is sheer, as you can see, but I think it would be really cute in this big shirt. It's got the flowiness to it, and I'm picturing it with a pair of white skinny jeans. And I'm also thinking that I could wear that shirt unbuttoned with a white cami underneath, almost like a long cardier jacket. This is on my to sew list for this week so that I can get that blog post on Minerva next week. And I'll certainly share with you in the next Friday Sews my progress. I have been trying to limit my fabric purchases and use up what I have on hand. What I've discovered is I still have quite a few fabrics that are almost more like a suiting weight, very appropriate for the career that I had while we still lived in Minnesota. It doesn't work for our lifestyle here or the heat that we have here. I'm trying to be very conscious of what I'm purchasing in terms of fabric and making sure I have something specific in mind that will get sewn this year, hopefully in the next few months. So I placed a small order with Fabric Mart Fabrics when they had their cotton on sale. And what I purchased was orange cotton knit. I didn't even know I liked orange until I sewed this McCall's dress. I've got a video review of that if you haven't seen that yet. And I know that I like the feel of cotton lycra knit. So I purchased this because I've been looking for a top to wear with these pants. When I sewed up these pants from this fabric, I figured it would be easy to find something to go with it. Yeah, it's not. I brought this with me to stores, couldn't find anything. All I really wanted was a little t-shirt, a brown t-shirt, an orange t-shirt, or a blue t-shirt that would match the specific brown or orange or blue in these pants, and it was really hard to find. I do have one off-white shirt that I can wear with it, but I wear that shirt with everything. I just wanted something different. I think the orange will work well. I still kind of want brown, but I haven't found the right color brown yet, and that's a hard one to order online because there's so many shades of it. So with this orange top, I just haven't decided which t-shirt pattern I'm going to sew yet. I think I'll have that narrowed down this week, and I'll share that with you next week. Then I ordered this Hawaiian-like print in black and white. I know I've been trying so hard to stay away from black. That was my 2020 goal. I think I did pretty well, and I'm continuing to veer as much away from black as I could, but this one I just really liked. I wish you could feel it. It's got a really nice hand, almost a satiny feel to it. I haven't pre-washed it yet, so we'll see what it looks like after it comes out of the washer and the dryer, and that's actually going to determine what I use it for. Might be another one of those big shirts that I just showed you the pattern for, or it might be another Itch to Stitch Celeste dress. I need another one of those because I wore the one that I sewed last year once a week. This one's kind of a boring piece of fabric to share with you. It's one of the designer ones. It's a Ralph Lauren, and it was a snow white cotton/linen twill, medium weight. Well, when I saw cotton/linen, I thought of this pair of pants. I shared this pattern with you last week. It is 9114. I want to make those pants with that fun little detail at the hem. I'll put a closer picture of that so you can see that. So this will be done in time for me to enjoy wearing those pants all spring and summer. The last piece of fabric I bought kind of went against my rule of don't purchase fabric unless you know exactly what you're going to use it for. I purchased 3 yards of this, and it's a stretch twill, and I was just drawn into the multitude of colors. Isn't that fabulous? It's rather big and it's rather bold. And of course, I've still got my northern state mindset, because my first thought was, oh, I can make a jacket with this. I don't need a jacket. I think if I could find the right summer dress with the right line so it doesn't get broken up too much, it can't be something that gathers. You can see that would be too much bulk. It'd be too much bulk for what I want. So I need to look for a pattern that has a little bit of tailoring on it, maybe some type of almost like a safari type shirt dress. I'm not sure what I'm going to sew with this yet. I was going through my old BurdaStyle magazines, and we will see. Fabric Mart Fabrics is one of those fabric stores that I have been purchasing fabric from them for a long time. One of my favorite online fabric shops. I have a couple of them. You know what? I'll put a little video together of my 5 favorite online fabric shops and why I like them. Fabric Mart Fabrics is definitely on that list. And I'm excited to share with you that I will be one of the 2021 Fabric Mart Fabricistas. That just means 4 times a year you will see something that I have sewn from Fabric Mart Fabrics on their blog. That's exciting to me. And as I'm seeing people share that they're going to be one of those Fabricista, I am in amazing companies. I just want to continue to inspire everyone to sew. I love it so much. You know, like you read a great book and you want to share that with everyone because you think they might like it also. That's how I feel about sewing. I get so much enjoyment from it. And when I was dealing with my medical condition and could do nothing, when I could finally sew a little bit, it helped me feel normal again, and it relieves my stress. This is where I go when I feel like I need to unwind. I just really enjoy it. I hope you do too. Hey, thanks for being with me this week. Friday Sews on a Saturday. I'll be back to Friday next week. As always, if you enjoyed the video or you want to support my channel, thumbs up. YouTube likes the more interaction that we have. The more you engage with my channel, the more other people that love to sew will discover it also. Feel free to leave me a comment. I want to hear what you're working on. I do want to apologize. I have not responded to all the comments for a couple videos now. I am working on getting a response to your comments, and I hope to have all that done by early next week. That's it for this week. Have a blessed day and happy sewing.